From chilly Southern California, it's the Suzanne Summers Show, and here she is.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, I even hear Caroline clapping. How cool is that? Woohoo! I don't know why it cracks me up so much that I live with a announcer.
Well,
I don't live in an announcer.
No, you chose me for that reason, so that as soon as you open your eyes in the morning, the first thing you hear is...
Well, what woman doesn't like
That's
to wake
right.
up to applause?
Right.
Do you get applause in the morning, Caroline?
I get coffee in bed, which is my version of applause.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, she gets that as well.
Yeah, man, that coffee in bed, that's...
And then she gets the smoothie in bed.
That should be a part of the engagement offer.
That's so great.
No, think you get coffee in bed, you get smoothie in bed, and sometimes I make breakfast for you in bed.
Yeah, no, my life is great. I love it. I love it.
You know what else Bruce has started doing in the morning? Just because he is such a mensch? He's been walking Chi-Chi. He's been taking the first Chi-Chi walk of the morning.
Oh.
And you know he's not that into that dog.
No.
Why don't you get one of those?
He wants me to be able to relax in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Why don't you get one of those dog walker things, like a, what do they call those things?
A dog walker.
It's a dog walker.
Yeah.
Not a person.
That's like
it's a machine. It's a treadmill.
Oh, you mean
it's a treadmill for dogs.
Reach onto the little handle.
Yeah.
It's not about the walk, it's about just going out to pee.
Oh.
Isn't it though?
Yeah, she just has to go outside to go to the bathroom.
Okay, so you know what? I have a solution for you. The other day we visited with a friend who has a lab, and the lab is, I think, in the final chapter. And the lab is like, I think, 16 or 17 years old, and was laying there when we walked into her place. And she has a dog diaper on the lab.
Yeah, she's not at dog diaper phase yet. She still hops to go outside.
Oh.
So it's not an incontinence issue. It's just, when you wake up in the morning, you have to go pee too. I could get you a diaper so you can stay in bed, but you just get up and go to the bathroom.
What makes you think he gets up?
That's right. I actually don't get up to pee. I'm like a camel. I can go.
Men can hold pee so much longer than women.
Well, unless they have guys with prostate issues have trouble holding it.
Oh, okay.
Bruce can't hold it as long as I can.
He cannot?
Compared to Bruce.
Oh, really? As you get older, as a female, incontinence is a big deal as you get older. I pray for that, not to have that affliction. And you got to do those Kegels, and the best way to do your Kegels is get a Thigh Master. Oh, by the way, you could go to SuzanneSummers.com and get a Thigh Master. You do, start with 10, then 20, then 30, get up to 50 a day. You'll really tighten those muscles up. You know which one I'm talking about. And
Well, let's just say it.
Vagina.
Oh, I was going to say Kegel.
Well, Kegel. Yeah. Vagina, Kegel.
Is Kegel the name of the person who invented it?
I don't know.
I wonder.
Find out.
And it's probably some guy. Guys probably invented.
Hey, listen, guys, I would love to talk about Kegels.
Oh yeah.
You have so many people jumped on who want to
Okay, here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Oh, really?
Okay, here's the deal.
And a strange man just walked into the dining room.
Okay, we have great hair care today. It's all organic hair care, and the promo code is HAIR25. But that's not all. We also have, we're moving. It's a big move. We're moving our warehouses.
Let me tell you what happened. We have, like we've been doing these like outrageous moving sales.
Yeah.
Well, we're in the middle of the move right now, so we are moving to a new warehouse so that you guys can get your products faster. And we know that's been an issue. So we found just a handful of flat irons, 100 of them. So rather than move them, we are giving them away to the first 100 people who order $100 in hair care.
Okay.
So if you need to stock up, you want to hold up that flat iron? It's a nice product.
You all are liking my new haircut, and this is how I achieve it. In fact, everything I'm looking at today, I use today. Every single thing. This is great. And thank you for liking my new haircut. And this is the greatest flattening iron I've ever used. I've been using it for several years. It oscillates, means it vibrates.
Oh, it vibrates.
Yeah, and then it just smooths it better, and you get more of a shine. See how
It
shiny?
makes in her true Brazilian activating serum to make your hair super strong. And
Yeah. I'm in favor of anything that vibrates.
your hair looks so great.
Thank you. Thanks. Well, I used all our products. So the lab view here over here is our friend Rusty.
Why did you give me that look?
What look? I wasn't looking at you. I was listening to what Caroline was saying.
Oh.
Had actually nothing to do with you. But
Oh.
I didn't know what look it was.
Oh.
Was it a disapproving look?
It's sort of, yeah.
Oh, because it was, I don't know.
Was it the vibrating line?
No, the vibrating line.
Oh, yeah.
Asked you
Okay.
someone you knew who was coming tonight, but everyone wants to know about the person who showed up who you didn't invite last on
Well,
Friday.
by the way, thank you all for all your concern, and wasn't I surprised? And the reason, see, I was having two dinner guests that night. I was having two dinner guests that night, and so when I heard that noise that way, I thought, wow, they're really early, and that's why I said, hey, hi, come on in, because it was dark down there. But as he got closer to me, I realized it wasn't them, and then I realized, oh, this guy is not dressed. He had on bikini, bathing suit, underpants, I don't know, and flip-flops, and it was dark, and it was freezing. Here in the desert, when it's cold at night, it's really cold. I was wearing a black turtleneck sweater, like I wear all the time now, because I don't have that many warm clothes here, and I had two heaters, one on either side of me, and I was still cold sitting there. So, here's what I think happened to me. Everybody said, you're so calm. I talk often about my father, the alcoholic, who I've written several books about. And it was everything, by the way...
You left out an adjective.
No, I'm going there.
Vicious.
No, he was when he drank, he was violent and mean.
Right, okay.
And a lot of you write me and say, it's not nice to talk about people who are dead. Honestly, I made peace with my father before he died. I totally forgiven him. When I think of him, I don't have any negative feelings. In fact, I feel lucky that I had this. We were just talking earlier before you all came on about how the negatives in life almost always can be turned into the greatest positives and the greatest lesson. And so when my dad used to just go after me or any one of us or say these terrible things, you know what I heard in my head? Oh yeah? Well, I'll show you. And I always say I got the I'll show yous from him. And when you have a bad case of the I'll show yous, who knows? You may end up on the #1 sitcom in America at a time when it really meant something.
You know, you could have, the original plan,
Yeah.
after you did 9 TV pilots, 9 pilots,
Yeah, 9.
not one sold,
No.
okay? I was starting calling you a stewardess, okay?
That's very politically
And that's,
correct.
I know, but I'm politically incorrect,
You are.
okay? I'm unwoke,
Okay.
okay?
Don't go there.
There's a new word, huh?
Don't go
But
to
what you were talking about is that because you grew up in so much crisis,
Correct.
you know how to handle the crisis of getting you back to...
It wasn't that
Good change of
It
subject,
wasn't
right?
that I knew how to handle the crisis. It was that the syndrome kicked in. When things were really bad and we're hiding in the closet when we were kids, I knew how to assess things to calm everyone down. I was just a little girl, but that was like my survival instinct. And so the other night when this he was creepy, I thought, came, rather than and screaming and everything, I could see by the fact that he had no clothes on, essentially, that he didn't have a weapon, and...
You say the same thing to me when you see me naked.
I always say you're beautiful.
Yeah, you say the same thing to
I say
me.
you're beautiful.
I don't see any weapon.
Okay.
And no, never mind.
So that is why I was able to handle that, and then I realized after it got so much press. I think I did Good Morning America, Inside Edition, Entertainment Tonight. I did Good Day New York this morning at 5:30 California time. I was pretty early.
It was on People, it was on
People.
Deadline, it was on Page 6.
Yeah.
Daily Mail.
Yeah, page 6 to...
The Today Show, it was
Yeah.
everywhere.
By the way, in addition to page 6, the New York Post did a full page on it.
So I think, wasn't the full page 6 on the cover?
That I
That
don't
section,
know.
I don't know.
That I don't know.
Anyway, my whole point is not to
Maybe
say
it is,
anything.
I don't know.
I'm just saying
Usually it's like a column
that
item.
an intruder, a woman who handles an intruder well, and we may not always, and I may not always, if that guy had on a black leather jacket and his hands in his pockets, I might have acted completely different, and I know Big Al would have acted differently, but I assessed the situation and I thought, I can handle him.
Well, here's my feeling, okay? Because I actually approached him,
You did.
and I was probably 6 feet away from him. And I didn't get any closer because of COVID, frankly.
Right? I thought of that also.
He was a nice kid, and I felt sorry for him. I felt sorry for him. He was a nice kid, and I thought, what are you doing up in the mountains, okay, with flip-flops and wearing a bikini and stripped to the waist, and it's freezing outside? What are you doing here, okay?
Yeah.
He didn't decide to come to our house. I'm sure he got lost. Like there's a hiking trail a mile above us. He was probably on that. It got dark. He didn't have any clothes. He didn't have any water. And he decided instead of walking to the end of the trail, he would move down
This is all
toward,
hypothetical.
he'd move down the mountain to the city lights, which would have gotten him
Well,
back.
the strange thing is the whole periphery of this property is lined with private property signs. We have fences, we have a gate, we have cameras everywhere. I still haven't gone and rewound it to look, because I know the exact time and date. I have to go do that. Let's do that after the show tonight. Let's go rewind, or whatever you do.
What are you going to do?
Look up, the guy.
At the security cameras.
Yeah. The
Oh, okay.
So anyway, we're all fine.
Here's what I'm going to say, is there was a lot of armchair quarterbacking from people saying, why didn't you turn the camera and get a picture of him? And you need security and fences. And I'm sorry, both of you handled this situation so well. You de-escalated, you assessed the risk, you safely got yourself safe and got him off the property safely.
Yep.
They weren't, people were saying, how could you leave with him? That was scary. He walked off the property, someone followed him in a golf cart.
Yeah.
But they had to get him off the property because it's so hard to get into their property.
So
He had
hard.
to be escorted out. There was no way for him to get out.
Yeah, because I had first said, go down the way you can, go down the bottom of the hill, and he didn't know where the bottom of the hill was.
You
So,
couldn't have gotten out. You're all gated and fenced.
right,
So,
and
By the-
camera
for
and
those of you who are worried about saying
sign.
so much security, it's very difficult. That's why it was a shock. And
Yeah.
I just was
By the way,
unbelievably impressed with how both of you handled that.
well, thank you.
Thank you. Suzanne thought he said, I was followed by ghosts.
He
The
did.
reality was, he said, I was followed by goats. Because we
That's
have
correct.
bighorn sheep on the property. And it
You
probably,
know for a fact it was goats.
no, I
not
don't.
goats?
I don't.
He said goats.
Goats.
Oh, maybe you ran into a herd.
All of a
So
sudden,
maybe our sheep protected us.
he,
Are they out there today?
that's right. We don't have guard dogs, we have guard sheep.
Oh, yeah. Well, isn't that, there are no accidents in life, so.
I was followed
Listen,
by,
as you were saying, if someone is coming and threatening you and trespassing and you feel threatened, you have every right to take much more serious action. And the fact that you all ended up safe,
Yeah.
and this guy ended up safe, and we don't know, what his intentions were, but the fact that you de-escalated it, kept yourself safe. People are like, I can't believe you wouldn't turn off the cameras. For God's sake, there was no one to turn off the cameras.
Yeah.
So you guys don't understand.
why should we turn off the camera?
Right. No, I thought it was fantastic. And what are the odds that an intruder walks in to a camera shot? That the whole thing, and he gave us his name. So, I mean, what are the stupid thieves? That was like the stupid intruder. My name is, whatever his name was, something.
That's why one of the reasons I felt sorry for him. He was very vulnerable, and I
I
thought,
didn't feel sorry for him.
I was right with him. You were a little bit away from him, And I looked at him and I thought, you know, this could be my son. I'm not kidding. He just felt very vulnerable. He felt like a really nice guy.
Well, I did notice that I was bigger than he was. And you are definitely bigger than he was.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we had the upper hand and the advantage. But anyway, one of you or many of you called the police because I shortened the show and I went to go call the police and they said it's all done. They already know. They're already down there. And so I don't know what they did with them. I figure from this moment on it's their issue. But I love the Palm Springs police. They're awesome.
Yep.
They've always come through for us, and I thank you all, Palm Springs.
Let's give them a little round of applause.
Yay! Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and you guys too. Wow, that was. And also, I will say, as you handled that firmly, compassionately, you were also so freaking funny.
Yeah.
You like mugging to camera and taking a moment to like include us in what was going on.
Yeah.
Well, I was worried about all of you
Do you
because
see the video?
I've got all those thousands of you out there, and I want to take care of you. So I thought, let's let Chrissy Snow handle this to camera. So you know, whenever I don't know what to do, I go, "You do that for me." So there she did.
So I'm just going to remind you guys, it is only the first 100 people who place an order over $100 of Suzanne Organics hair care who are going to get a free flattening iron because we only have about 100 left. We're not moving them to the new warehouse
Hey,
with us.
could
It's
we
a free
keep?
flattening iron.
Okay,
and
keep one for
Suzanne's
me.
going to tell you about her products.
So let's only sell 99 because I would like to have an extra one before we're completely out. What if mine ever burns out? I don't know what I would do without this. So keep one for me. Jill, if you are watching, take one out for me. I'm the boss. I'm the boss, you know.
And
you can keep that one in your hand. In your
Oh,
hand right
I
there.
have mine. Forget it, Jill.
and here's the daily deal. 25% off our organic hair care, and the promo code is
Look how
hair25.
good he is.
Yeah.
All right, so this morning, after coffee, then my
Smoothie.
I didn't get breakfast in bed this morning, but then I turned the steam on and got in the shower. And when I got in the shower, the first thing I used was the volumizing shampoo.
Right.
The volumizing shampoo makes my hair thick looking. And then I use the volumizing conditioner. It's such a great peace of mind that you can use these things. You know, your brain's up here.
And
Well, most
I
people's-
usually have the privilege of helping her with the shampoo
Because
and
he
the
washes my
conditioner.
hair.
I like washing your hair.
He washes my hair.
Of course.
Oh my God.
Of course.
And because our brain is up here, if we're lucky, and we're in the steam, so the pores are all open. So anything you put on your head in those open pores, remember I always say, think of pores as little holes in your skin or scalp or whatever. Whatever you're putting on is going to drop into those pores, into your bloodstream. And now, if you're using these things, our certified toxic-free shampoo and conditioner, organic, no chemical products, what's going to end up in your bloodstream and moving around, and because once it goes from here, it's a whole system. I don't know if you've seen my body model up in my office, but I study that all the time so I could just see where everything goes up. That's my university course, is that body model up there. Remember, one Christmas, he said, what do you want? And I said, all I want is a university take-apart body model, so I can take the brain apart, so I can take the heart apart, so I can take the whole lymphatic system apart, and it's one of my prized possessions.
You know what's interesting is that whenever you're doing an interview from your office,
Yeah.
it's always in the background,
Yeah.
and the producer of the
Your
interview
best
always
people.
says, could you please either cover that up or
know.
remove it? I'm thinking, you see more in a bra commercial on TV.
Or-
What's the big deal?
Or on
And apparently,
Instagram.
you know what it was?
What?
The nipples.
Oh,
So I took a little paste, what do they call
did you
those
put-
things? A Post-it.
oh, you did?
I put it over the nipple.
Oh, that's so funny.
He said, okay, that's fine now. We're so, in this country, it's unbelievable. We're such a young country. Okay, in France, they would giggle with this.
Maybe.
We're such a young country.
France is changing. Okay, now, we don't use a styling gel until we get out of the shower. Okay, so we're in the shower, right? Now, you might have last night, if your hair is all damaged from all the chemicals you've been using, you might have like slathered this and pulled it through your hair and go to sleep with it. Sometimes I do that. Now, when you wake up in the morning with the rescue mask, and I'll read you what's in the rescue mask, it's kind of going to blow your mind, but it gets kind of hard, you know, when it dries all night. You only have to leave it on really for 20 minutes, but I figure more is more. What's in it? Organic amino acids, okay, for split ends. Sweet almond, coconut, and shea butter, shiny, frizz-free. Okay, and there's 10 other amazing ingredients. This is just loaded with stuff that's going to make your hair beautiful. So once a week, use your rescue mask. Okay.
Yeah, and just to interject, for those of you who are brand new to Suzanne's products, she uses no PEGs, no parabens, no artificial colors, no artificial fragrance. And she doesn't use any sodium lauryl sulfate. The products are great for color-treated hair. They won't strip your color. And she uses a whole bunch of botanical actives to really coat, hydrate, and nourish your hair.
When you said sodium laurate, I was going to go, so damn what?
So the bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, is there's no crap in this stuff.
No crap.
Okay, no crap.
In today's world,
It's crapless.
I think you have to really be concerned about the crap. I am hearing about cancer in younger and younger people. This has never happened before. It started with my generation. Those of you who are my age, we are the first generation that got bombarded with chemicals. Before us, there was no such thing as organic food because nobody ever thought it was a good idea to spray poison on our food.
But then there were those damn birth control pills that were wonderful.
And birth control pills. Now, birth control pills, which we thought was the greatest gift to
That's
women,
right.
is not.
Yeah, I know.
Is not. You're messing with the nature in you.
Well, weren't most of them primarily or most of it estrogen?
The birth control pills are made from, no, you're thinking of
Hormones.
bears urine. A horse has 34 different estrogens, none of which are compatible to the human female. And yet that's what standard of care doctors are giving to women who are in hormonal decline. Now you're messing with the nature in you. Your body's going, I'm not a horse. And none of these estrogens match anything my body ever made.
And if you start going,
you can't confuse the body. If you
Yeah.
start confusing the body, which is what all these chemicals have done. If I could just convey that message to you, when it finally sunk in for me, my insides went, oh, what have we been doing? No wonder I got cancer.
yeah.
You know, when there was no history of cancer in our family before me and my sister. So I was on birth control pills, and so was she, and she was on all that other stuff they were giving. All right, but now I'm out of the shower, okay? And now I've towel dried my hair. The first thing I do when I get out of the shower is I spray this elixir all over. I've had some hair thinning this year because of all the medications I've had to take.
And also, you were forced to sleep on your back
for a year.
for a year, and that pillow was, I never approved of that pillow. It was like sleeping on sandpaper.
Well, I broke as you know, I took a terrible fall. It was a terrible accident, and I broke my neck and my spine and jostled my jaw. And that's been a very long road up to recovery. But look at me, I'm so much better. I'm walking with no assist, and I feel great, and I'm upbeat, and I love all of you, and I love what I do. Okay, so because of that hair thinning this year, that's why you're all saying you have some hair on your sweater the other day. See, I listen to your comments. I don't always like them all, but
Hair on your sweater.
who likes criticism? My
Well,
mother used to say. "You
No,
can't
but
stand criticism."
see, that was the downside. The upside was I got to pick the hair
You
off
did,
your
not all of
sweater.
them.
That's
You
right.
took them off my boobs.
That's right.
Excuse me, for those of you asking what's the product Suzanne's referring to is called volumizing elixir.
Sorry.
And you massage your hair right at the root, she's talking about, where, healthy hair growth starts at the root. So
At the
this is a
shaft.
product that you massage into the
Yeah.
root.
Now maybe your issue is dry skin or dandruff or something, and that closes up the shaft, or there's just a lot of reasons why the hair shaft gets damaged. This has quinoa protein, quinoa, that's what we use,
And sometimes we make it for dinner, don't we?
I was just going to say that we have quinoa often.
Yeah.
I use it as a side dish, I use it as a main dish, I think it's delicious, and it's all protein, and I like to eat protein 3 times a day. Okay, then there's hibiscus flower, goji, and hickory bark. Do you have any goji bark at home? You don't, do you? Do you have any hibiscus bark at home? No? Well, in here you do. Okay, and...
Goji, could you say goji bark?
Yeah, goji and
Goji.
hickory bark.
Wow.
I know. You don't have any either. I've checked.
No, we have goji berries. We do have goji
We have
berries.
Yeah. That's true. Anyway, so I spray this all over, and then I massage my scalp to really get it in there. Okay, leave it in. Then the next thing I do, the activating serum.
Oh, yeah.
I made Alan turn the car around on the way to the airport when I forgot that you do not want to leave your house without this. It doesn't sell in any stores, so you have to get it from me.
That's the natural version of the Brazilian.
Yeah.
The Brazilian.
But look what it does to my hair. It makes my hair so smooth and soft and shiny.
And it smells
I
good
have
too.
hair like this at 74, but I do. Okay, this has Abyssinian seed oil and kapua seed. Do you have any kapua seed at home?
Papua seed.
Do you have any?
No, but I'd like some, just
Yeah,
to
we
be
have
able to say
seed
this is
oil.
my Papua seed.
I know.
Yeah, Papua seed.
I know. So you take, not much, that's why it's in a small bottle, although you can buy the larger bottle, but today's offer is with this smaller bottle. And that's maybe a good way for you to try, but I tell you, once you try it, you're going to, not everyone.
All the hair care is on sale today, so anything
Oh.
in the hair care
Yeah,
category
anything
is
at all.
25% off.
Well, there you
Yeah.
go.
I'll go hair 25.
Well,
There,
there you go.
you know that
The
we.
serum she's talking about, guys, the name of it is True Brazilian Activating Serum. If
Yeah.
you're looking for that on
Yeah.
at SuzanneSummers.com.
Yeah.
It's
We
a,
can't live without it. It's our most important
it
hair
is,
product.
it's a straightening treatment. But also, if you have curly hair, you put it on and scrunch it up.
That's me.
And it just makes better straight. And he uses it on his curly hair. It makes better scrunchy. You want to show them your hair? Or did you do yourself today?
No, I didn't do myself. I didn't shave. But you know what? I don't mind
So
showing.
what? Yeah.
I don't mind
This is
showing.
the ultimate in anti-frizz. So if your hair is, you can't tame your hair and you're looking to get your hair smooth and straight, you can use this before you flat iron. Makes your hair look silky, gorgeous, like you had a hair straightening treatment. That's something you use wash to wash. If you have curls like Alan or like me or like Alan and Suzanne's granddaughter Daisy, you use this to get perfect curls. You put it in towel dry hair. I can't believe how much I love this product.
And I think having shiny, clean hair that's not frizzy and tangled is very youthful. And I think at my age that my hair makes me look younger than I am. I honestly do. And I attribute a lot of that to the activating serum, the True Brazilian Activating Serum. Okay, so now I've got that. But that's not all. So now I'm going to blow dry my hair, but before I do that, I take some of the styling gel, and I put it in my hand, and I do that, and I stick it up in the root so I get some volume, and then I blow it over this way, and I blow it over that way. And then the next thing I do is I take out my flattening iron, because now my hair's dry, but it doesn't have any shape. Flattening iron.
You're
All this
vibrating.
is now I'm 10 minutes into my...
You're vibrating a flat iron.
He likes saying vibrating.
Well, I do, because it does. It
What
vibrates.
is it you like about the word vibrating?
Oh, okay. You're going to be my straight man?
It's easy. It's easy now. Anyway, I've tried a lot of vibrating flattening irons. None have ever been as good as this. And I don't know why we're not selling these in the hundreds of thousands, but that's a conversation I will have with Caroline later. I think it was an ability to get product. I think that's what it was.
Well, maybe it's because the vibrator isn't strong enough. Isn't that what you said about when I invented the Thighmaster vibrato? And you said the reason it didn't work is because the vibrator wasn't strong enough.
Thighmaster was a stupid idea. That's what I'm going to tell you now. Okay?
I know, but you know what?
This is a great idea.
But there are a lot of stupid ideas. Remember the Pet Rock?
That wasn't ours.
You remember
Okay.
Chris Rock?
I'm going to tell you Suzanne's vibrating flat iron, they're half off. So if you are looking to
Go
get
fast.
the free flat iron, you have to spend $100 on Suzanne Organics hair care, and you get this free flattening iron.
Okay, now this is the hair paste. What's hair paste? You take a little bit of this, and then that's how you get little piecey things. You know, my bangs tend to get a little Lord Fauntleroy looking at times, so I've got to like piece the Fauntleroy, yeah, and I just piece them up, or sometimes I take it and I actually piece my hair into kind of sexy piecey things. So this you want, and Alan uses this too. He uses the activating, well, he uses everything here, actually he uses everything. And then finally, if you were to have some flyaways, and some days you do, if you did this a little too fast but you're in a hurry, you take a few spritz of this activating gloss, or we call it finishing gloss, and put it in your hand, and then you bring it through your hair, and now you're finished. And now
Whoops.
go leave your house and get out in the world. Let me tell you what's in the finishing gloss. Hair mask. I should know these off the top of my head, but I don't.
You can't. We have
Oh, that's not.
over 1,000 products. You can't memorize everything.
I know.
You can barely remember my. You can barely remember my
information
middle name.
gloss, but I would imagine. Oh, here it is.
Of course, I don't have a middle name.
Doesn't say what's in it though. I don't know what's in it, but it's organic and it's toxic free. And if I have my glasses, do you have glasses for me? The good ones?
How about some crummy ones?
No.
No.
If I'm gonna wear glasses, they gotta be cute.
How about this one thing?
Oh, this we throw out. Whenever they lose the arm.
No, I've been
'cause
using
I buy
it.
12 at a time.
It's the only one we have in this
No,
room.
I've got.
See, you can see now, right?
Okay.
I can give you an assist on the finishing gloss, Suzanne.
Yeah, it
And you
doesn't say
look-
here what's in there.
You look like that librarian I always wanted to
Argan
date.
oil.
It,
Okay,
it
throw
helps
these out.
with free radicals. It has vitamin E. It has kapuasu and tamano seed butter. And
Kapuatu.
oil.
Do you have any kapuasu at home, ladies and gentlemen?
I have some in my pocket, actually.
Kapuasu?
Kapuatu.
Kapuasu.
Kapuatu.
Some of these ingredients are from the Brazilian rainforest because Suzanne's co-formulator on this product is from Brazil. He is a very well-known Brazilian hairstylist, and he helped Suzanne create this product so there could be a toxic-free organic version of the chemical Brazilian product, which was so toxic but made your hair so beautiful. So
And he doesn't go,
that's how
yeah.
Suzanne came up with this product.
He doesn't go anywhere without kapua
That's
oil.
Maurizio.
Yeah.
I don't remember when it started, but in Beverly Hills, and also I'd see it in New York, women, their hair went to a new place. Long, straight, silky, long, shiny. And so you ask, what are you doing to your hair? And they're all having the Brazilian treatment. Well, here's the Brazilian treatment. It's one of the main ingredients is formaldehyde. You know, that's how they embalm bodies, formaldehyde. So remember, the brain's up here, if you're lucky. And so now you put all this Brazilian stuff up with the formaldehyde, wrap it in plastic, sit under the dryer for 45 minutes, and let's let this formaldehyde cook in. This is how we're damaging ourselves. How can that be good for your brain? And
But we damage for beauty, right?
we damage for beauty. And if any of you have a living relative who's losing their brain, it's one of the saddest things. I have a couple of friends who are in the later stages of dementia, and they're not them anymore. You lose them, and it's the saddest thing. You want to keep your brain. One of the things I write about in my book for brain health is, well, there are different supplements that just, curcumin and anti-inflammatories that keep that brain operating at peak. Your brain is your most valuable asset. It's the command center. Here's what happens. Let me just take you on a little journey. I like to take you on journeys inside the body. Okay, so say you use all of these things that I just went through, but in the chemical version, because that's very, very accessible. So now you wash your hair in the steam, the brain's here, the pores are open, the chemicals now have gone into your bloodstream, and all these other things, it's all in the bloodstream. So it wants to make its way through your whole body, so it gets its way down into your GI tract. Once it gets into your GI tract, the toxins eat through the barrier wall of your GI tract and leak out. Leaky gut, I've explained this to you before, and now the toxins go on a rampage. Where do they want to go? They want to go after your most precious organs and glands. The most precious being the brain. They like fatty organs and glands. The brain is the fattiest organ in the body.
It is?
65% fat. I've read higher, but let's say 65. Okay, here's what happens. Here's what's scary. Is the hypothalamus, which is and the pituitary, that's the brain, that's the command central, have to make way for the chemicals that have made their way up into the brain. So guess what happens? The brain, hypothalamus and pituitary, starts to shrink a little, to move over to the side, to make some more room for your chemicals. The more chemicals you take in, the more the brain shrinks. The more chemicals you take in, the more the brain shrinks. And now we're all going, where's all this Alzheimer's coming from? Where's all this dementia coming from? Where are all the issues that kids are going through, ADD and ADHD and OCD and dyslexia, dyspraxia? Very well could be, I'm no doctor, but it very well could be that it's the chemicalization of us. So when I do a hair show, it's not only about, I can give you hair that is so beautiful and so youthful and so delicious looking, without damaging your health, and most of all, without damaging your brain. And once it leaves the chemicals leave the brain, guess where it goes next? Do you know where your thyroid is? Your thyroid's right here. Thyroid is like the orchestra leader. If you've ever gone to the symphony here in LA at the Hollywood Bowl, Zubin Mehta is our conductor.
Guest conductor.
Guest conductor. He's incredible. Now, if Zubin shows up, he tells the horns what to do, he tells the string section what to do, he tells everybody what to do, right? But they're all professional players, so they can all play. So let's say Zubin doesn't show up. Let's equate Zubin to the thyroid. The thyroid didn't show up.
By the way, I think it's okay you call him Zubin, since we know him personally.
Okay.
Okay.
So now you took me off my train of thought. I'm teaching. Now the
Thyroid doesn't show up. So now
the Zubin doesn't show up, so all the players know how to play, but they don't know what to play, but they've been paid to play, so they all start playing what they know, but because there's no orchestra leader, the thyroid, there's discordance. And now you wonder why, when your doctor says your thyroid's high or your thyroid's low, which would either be hyper or hypo, why you feel so terrible, why things happen to you when you have thyroid issues. It's because that journey now has affected your thyroid, so nobody's telling anybody what to do. All cells, all your 70 trillion cells that make up who you are a communication center. They're all communicating with one another all the time. You do this, that's what hormones are. Okay, you keep her from having hot flashes, you keep her from itching, you keep her from being a bitch, you keep her hair looking nice, you give her a sex drive, all these things. That's the communication system. But if the major organs and glands are contaminated, nobody inside you knows what to do. And so when I talk about how important I think organic hair care, organic skin care, organic color cosmetics, what you clean your house with, being toxic-free and organic, I'm telling you, it's an opportunity to change the course of your life and health, and you have to understand you're in charge. You are in charge.
Suzanne, you explained that so beautifully, and I want to add that not only does she care about your health and making sure these products are toxic-free and good for you, but I want to read you a couple of the reviews on your True Brazilian Activating Serum and Finishing Gloss.
Let's hear.
Because now we're talking about these products that she took all these chemicals out of. The first one, wow, fantastic product. I can't stop running my fingers through my silky hair. I used to pay hundreds of dollars to have a chemical treatment done, but not anymore.
Great.
Thank you, Suzanne.
Great.
Another person. These two products are worth twice as much as Suzanne charges. Shush, don't tell her. I have thick, coarse, and frizzy hair. I just hoped True Brazilian would make a little difference in my hair. Boy, was I surprised. The products make my hair, they make my unruly hair smooth, shiny, and manageable. I won't go without them.
I love that.
We have, you can go to SuzanneSummers.com and read these comments. People love this product. And this was in Suzanne Selects several months back, and you have a lot of people who tried it and now say they can't live without it. So,
well, I mean,
this today at 25% off, guys. It's a great way to use the promo code.
Thank you. And I remember when I was on Dancing with the Stars, and in the rehearsal hall, our rehearsal assistant, her name was Brenna. She was a black girl with very frizzy hair, and she's very insecure. She wouldn't look you in the eye. She always had her hair down. And one day she said to me, without looking up, "Your hair's so beautiful. What do you do?" And I said, "Want me to bring you some product?" And so I brought her all this, and I especially stressed the activating serum. The next week when I came in, remember, Alan?
Yeah, it was
like
incredible.
A different person.
It was incredible.
She made eye contact. Her hair was went from frizzy and coarse to silky and smooth. So it's for everybody's hair.
Plus, she's a beautiful person.
She's beautiful, and I hear from her about once a year. She sends me a Christmas card every year, and amazing how something that simple can change somebody's life. So this is my business and I sell product, but really what I'm selling is the message. I'm selling a message that I've had cancer. The one thing about cancer is you don't know where it's going to come, but you can do everything you can to protect yourself, everything. Is it 100%? Nothing is 100%. But if you do your best, you've done your best.
Yeah, good advice.
Okay.
I will tell you, these products, I have reduced my styling time by about half. Because I put on the True Brazilian Activating Serum when my hair is just been towel dried.
Right.
I can dry it kind of haphazardly because what Suzanne's done is she's given you a product that now when you take your flattening iron, it bonds all those nutrients to the hair shaft. So your flattening iron, which used to be the most damaging thing you did to your hair, now becomes part of the protective mechanism on the hair shaft because you're taking those nutrients and bonding them to the hair.
Yeah, so it doesn't make your hair grow longer, but you have less breakage on the bottom because the activating serum strengthens the bottom, and then the flattening iron kind of cooks it in. So people were writing me saying, "My hair's growing longer." I go, "No, you just don't have the kind of breakage you used to have. You don't realize how much breakage." So anyway.
And again, yes, all of these products are great for color-treated hair. It's not going to restrict your color. It's actually going to protect your color.
Right.
We spend a lot of money and time on our hair, so Suzanne's giving you a way to spend less money and make that dollar work better for you, and reduce your styling time so you can get those salon results at home.
And all of these things that I went through here sounds like, oh my God, what an ordeal. No, like you wash your hair with shampoo and conditioner, you all do that. You spray a little of this on, then you get out and you put the activating serum on, and then you put this styling gel, blow it dry, do this. I'm now about 15 minutes in, and in about 5 minutes I'll be all finished with my hair. So between 20 and 25 minutes, you'll be all finished. And then if you want to do the mask, before you get in the shower, put this on and walk around, drink your coffee for about a half hour, then go in and do the whole thing. It's fantastic, it really is. And that's kind of our hour tonight. How about that?
Wow, that went fast.
Well, when you're having fun.
Well, the reason the hour went fast is because it's only been 3/4 of an hour.
Okay, but I've got nothing else to say about anything unless,
Suzanne's way of saying we've done it.
yeah, unless they're asking questions, and I'm always happy to answer your questions.
Well, a lot of people I have people saying, we love the hair mask, it's amazing. If the products, people are asking if they're for color treated hair, are they also for non-color treated hair? Your
Well,
hair products.
I wouldn't know about non-color treated hair because this doesn't tell anybody, but I do color my
You're
hair.
kidding. You color your
No,
hair?
actually, yes, you can work, it works for all hair types.
Yeah.
So, yes, of course, for regular hair.
Yeah.
And if you color treat your hair,
Yeah.
we've got you covered there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
For
rem-
all of you ladies from New York this morning, I was on your Good Day New York this morning and invited you all to the show tonight. If you are all here, welcome. And please come. We do this 2 and 3 times a week, usually Tuesdays, Fridays, but it's always Friday, almost always.
And sometimes if you cook, it's
And
Wednesday.
if I cook, it's Wednesday, and you love when we cook.
And Talia Hunter just said, my daughter-in-law just asked me what I was doing. She said I look better, and I told her gut renew.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
wow, what a hit that is.
Can we
Wow.
mention, do we have inventory? Can we mention that right now?
You may talk about gut renew. Yes, we have a lot of
Wow.
people who have received their gut renew, and they're on the 30-day challenge.
You know who's doing it?
People are.
Kevin from Entertainment.
Kevin
Tonight-
Frazier.
who's come here twice now. And when I started talking about
And also
it,
the
he says,
producer,
"I have gut
Claudia
issues."
Kagan.
Yeah, so this knows no age, no race, no gender. It is everybody's, it's the chemicals.
Yep.
It's that whole journey I was just telling you about, how the chemicals get in the GI tract. This Gut Renew is a phenomenal product. Al and I have been having a smoothie every morning
Yeah,
for weeks.
Well, no, it's like either 6 months or 9 months, something like that.
9
Yeah.
months.
And once it's
It's delicious, and
Yeah.
it's so good for you. It's so
we use the frozen peaches and frozen blueberries.
Whatever frozen, you just keep frozen.
Yeah.
Berries or fruits in your freezer, and all I do is a couple of spoons of the Gut Renew in my blender. I put the frozen fruit in, I put coconut milk in and whip it up, and it's delicious, and I'm not kidding, delicious.
Well, Bruce and I finished the 30-day challenge.
did.
We usually have a gut renew smoothie still twice a day. We
Twice
just,
a day.
every now and then if something comes up and we don't stick exactly to the challenge, but we love the smoothies so
I
much
know,
that
they're so good.
it's become part of it's just a lifestyle for us now.
How do you make yours? Same way?
On my afternoon smoothie, which we're about to have right now, I have to say the chocolate banana peanut butter is the favorite after. And how can you feel like
Well,
you feel like you're doing something incredible.
the chocolate and peanut butter.
Dark chocolate and cocoa powder,
Yeah.
frozen banana, and just a
Yeah.
spoonful of peanut butter, and
Yeah.
use almond milk, and then you put in a little ice. Oh my gosh, it's like having. We always say to each other, "Should we have our dessert?" before dinner?" So
You know, one of the reasons our smoothie was so great this morning was the berries and the frozen banana in it. Remember how good it was this morning?
Yeah.
Like you just wished there was more in the glass. The frozen banana, when you buy bananas, they turn black so fast anyway. Put them in your freezer and then already cut them in half. And then when you
I would cut them into like bite size because they're like ice cubes. They're like ice cubes.
Like, put them into like five pieces.
oh, okay, all right. So there you go. There you go.
But it
Okay.
does make all the difference in your smoothie, doesn't it? It
Yeah.
turns it into a milkshake.
Yeah.
So what do
And
they
you get all
do?
that potassium.
Do they go to SuzanneSummers.com for this or Suzanne Summers Facebook page?
Suzanne Summers. Everything is at SuzanneSummers.com.
Okay. Okay.
So all these products are there. The Gut Renew is still on sale. That is an ongoing promotion if you're doing the 30-day challenge. So you can learn more about that. All of Suzanne's hair care is on sale tonight. Promo code is HAIR25. I really hope you guys, if you spent $100, that you've gone in on that
I
free
do too.
drum iron. I think we still have a few more left.
Wow.
So jump in. That was a fun little free gift.
No is like, if I was wanting to buy somebody a great birthday present or a Christmas present, I would get this and feel really good about myself going, look what I got you. So anyway, enjoy. How I love you all. How I love that you were so concerned about us the other night. We're fine. It's never happened before. I can't imagine it ever happening again. We are so buttoned up here with security. And we've got a great police department here in Palm Springs. So I'm grateful for a lot of things. I love you all. Good night.